Because your Clear Choice Day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice Day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
No one wins alone.
NASCAR is really a team sport.
You need your mechanics, your pit crew to make everything come together.
No different at Morgan & Morgan. That attorney has a great team behind him that makes them the winning team.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. Authorities urging residents to be on alert for potential burglars after more hidden cameras were found planted outside of local homes, where 2 more of the camouflaged cameras were found.
I'm Eric Spillman. The jury in the Trump hush money trial has now been deliberating for about an hour and a half or so. The judge sent them into the jury room after providing them with an hour's worth of instructions. I'll have the latest coming up.
And good morning, I'm Lena Bovin. We are live here in Agoura Hills, where there's been a recent uptick in mountain lion sightings. Why the experts say it's perfectly normal this time of year. We'll show you the video.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. California now one step closer to banning those reusable bags that you get at grocery stores. We'll have details on that, including when that law would go into effect.
Hey there, I'm Andy Reesmeyer. So we're talking to Izzy G, the actress. She'll be joining us live here in studio, and also racy scenes from a new movie with Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman. We've got the trailer coming up.
Good morning, I'm Kirk Hawkins filling in for Mark Kriske this morning. Happy Wednesday. It happens to be National Alligator Day. As we look live at downtown LA, we're still seeing that marine layer, but clouds and fog appear to be clearing this morning. We should see some sunshine and warmer weather across the board. Look for a high of 75 in Orange County, 82 in the Inland Empire, 91 in the high desert. Gusty winds in the deserts and mountains. I'll have more on that in your full forecast coming up. For now, Frank, back to you.
Kirk, thank you. Jury deliberations are underway now in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. KTLA's Eric Spillman live in the newsroom following the latest developments for us. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. We are all on verdict watch right now. Some of the cable networks actually have clocks or timers that tell you how long this jury has been deliberating so far. At this point, it is 1 hour and about 30 minutes or so of deliberations. They are the 12 New Yorkers who are going to decide this case, 7 men and 5 women. They're ultimately going to decide Donald Trump's fate. Let me show you some pictures from earlier. The day began with Trump walking out of Trump Tower for the short trip to the court building downtown. Once he arrived, he and his lawyers walked into the courtroom, and Trump did not say anything to the reporters stationed in the hallway at that point, but he did raise his fist on his way into the courtroom. Before the jurors began deliberating, Judge Juan Merchan instructed them on the laws that will guide them as they try to come up with a verdict. He told them this: "It is not my responsibility to judge the evidence here. It is yours. You are the judges of the facts, and you are responsible for deciding whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty. You must put aside any personal opinions you have in favor of or against the defendant." The judge's instructions to the jury are a crucial part of the trial.
It gives the jury a roadmap for where to go. And when they have questions, and they will have questions because this is a complicated case, about what exactly is required in order to convict, they will look back at the jury instructions.
Courtroom observers say Trump leaned back in his chair at the defense table, paying close attention to the jury instructions. Judge Merchan also told the jury not to speculate about matters related to a sentence or a punishment. He said that will be up to him as the judge if Trump is convicted. He told them he cannot hold the fact, or they cannot hold the fact, that Trump did not testify in the trial against him. Quote, "The defendant is not required to prove that he is not guilty." The judge said the people must prove beyond a reasonable doubt every element of the crime. It is not sufficient to prove that the defendant is probably guilty. And in this case, the judge gave specific instructions relating to witness testimony. The prosecution's case depends on the testimony of Trump fixer Michael Cohen. During the trial, he testified that Trump directed him to pay off porn actress Stormy Daniels, who said that she had had a sexual encounter with Trump. Trump's attorneys say Cohen is a liar. This morning, Judge Merchan instructed the jurors that if they find that any witness has testified falsely to any fact, they can disregard that witness's entire testimony or just the false portions. After the jury got the case, Trump walked out into the hallway and spoke to reporters.
I would say, in listening to the charges from the judge, who's, as you know, very conflicted and corrupt, because of the confliction, very, very corrupt. Mother Teresa could not beat these charges. These charges are rigged. The whole thing is rigged.
Now, while the jury deliberates, they do have access to a laptop in the jury room. It has all the exhibits that were used in the trial, so they can look at that if they have questions. They can also send a message to the judge and ask for testimony to be read back to them in open court if they need that. Trump must remain in the court building as long as the jury is deliberating. Branka, Jessica?
Eric, thank you. Lawyers for the world's #1 golfer, Scottie Scheffler, will be in court today. Scheffler was given permission to miss the hearing at this hour. Prosecutors will address the court, but have not indicated what the hearing